Alright, here we go in the Caliban again. Just trying to grind some credits and experience. Go down in the town and see what we can hit. I'm running the vent purge. I'm running the... Oh, 1 second. Yeah, there was somebody at my door. Alright. Let's get in there. Well, since we're still waiting to reload anyway, I guess it's not that big a deal. I mean, honestly, like, even with the consumable and everything else, like, the reload on this thing is just... They really wanted to make this tank impossible to play. And if you want to play it, it's just the amount of dedication it takes to getting decent with it. It takes a lot. Like, that's why you never see them, but it's just such a cool, unique tank for its ability to just, you know, hurt somebody. Seriously, how the heck is this tiger over here this early in the game? Like, I don't even know. Are you gonna go in the water? Like, seriously? Like, what are you gonna do? Apparently he doesn't know he could rush out and try to get me at this point, but 1,000 damage this early in the game, I'll take that if you're gonna give it to me. Oh. Waiting for reload, waiting for reload. Just because I'm a completionist. I don't believe in leaving. Just like, did he drown himself? Or is he just hiding down in the... Okay. Wow. Well, if you want to hide yourself down in that hole... One. Oh, missed the second one. I'm guessing the tiger drowned himself, but he didn't because he's still alive. Not for long, more than likely, but yeah. I'm gonna reload my tank. And then I'll fire again. Know what's spotting me. Tiger 1, I guess, proxy spotting. Oh. Yeah, I would have had to really feather that to hit it. But... Why are we sitting here? No, don't go out there. This is ridiculous. Like, why are we playing this game with this stupid tiger? Just let him sit there if that's what he wants to do. Wait till you're not spotted. Let's come at this from a different angle. Need to reload anyway. How are getting... Oh. Oh my gosh. How are you guys sucking so bad? Like, seriously. Four to seven. 4-7. Like, seriously? Like, what the hell is the problem? Goodbye, Bazante. I am in a bad spot. Why are we not... Why are we not doing anything? Well, I'll take 3K in damage. I mean, I knew I was gonna lose that game, but what happened to our flank, man? Well, it just goes to show you, you can do, like, I didn't do a lot in that game because they were rushing us, but I did pretty good defending that side. I mean, 3,000 damage in this thing is not a little. It just doesn't matter. I mean, in that battle, you'd be hard pressed to play this tank differently in a way that's going to affect the battle more. I mean, I guess you could have played the flank, but I didn't know our flank was going to be completely obliterated. I mean, we had a turtle with 0 damage. I mean, Super Hellcat, like, what? Were these guys just AFK? I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, that's the kind of game I'm kind of talking about. What are you going to do, really, to impact that game that's going to mean a win for you? I mean, I think I did the best I could, at least with my skill set, to get as much damage in as I could, to try to angle my tank effectively, to not take damage. And, you know, I was pretty much firing almost every time I reloaded except for when I repositioned. So, you know, call it what you will, this is the kind of game that I'm talking about where there's just not a lot you can do. I mean, and the thing is, like, granted, I'm not a great player. I've showed you guys my record. I've showed you guys all that stuff. You see how I can play. I'm less than average at this game, and I can still put up 3,000 damage in this shitty tank in this game. Where this guy just rushes in for, like, I mean, granted, that Tiger was completely moronic. The guy rushed in, took 2 shots from the Caliban, and then the Bazante too. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna go in and get damaged. Well, no, you're gonna get obliterated because you're rushing into 1,000 or 1,200 damage without any kind of backup plan. But, like, this game showcases exactly what I'm talking about. In a skill-based matchmaking setup, if it was in this game with this tank, the other people on my team would be at my level, and the enemy team would also be at my level, and you wouldn't see this vast disparity between the two teams on the flank. I mean, if you look at our we had a setter, we had a T-34-2, we had an ELC even 90. All these tanks, along with the Turtle, the M12, the IKV, and the Super Hellcat, should have been more than enough to hold the other side. It was pretty evenly balanced the way the tanks were going. All their heavies came to us. The T-103 was on my side. The ISM was on my side. And it was in the town. The Tiger one, at least one of them was in the town. It was pretty even. I'm not saying it was perfectly even, but it was pretty even on both sides. And our flank just got obliterated. Like they didn't even put up a fight. And um, this is the kind of game that I'm talking about. And you can't tell me. You can come in my comments all day long and talk about how, well, you're not a great player because you don't do this and that, and you're probably just upset because you're not a good player, and blah blah blah. And I hear that crap all the time from people in the World of Tanks community. Like, well, if you were a better player and you had a higher WN8 and you had better ratings, then you'd find a way to carry a game like this. And I'm sorry, you're not going to carry a game like this. And if they had skill-based matchmaking in this game, you'd have a lot less games like this. Not none, because there are aberrations within statistical analysis. There's always going to be that ghost in the machine, that player that on occasion plays really well, but most of the time sucks, or plays really well most of the time, but on some day something happens and they're not good. So you're always going to have statistical aberrations. It's not perfect. But I'm not saying make the game perfect. I'm saying make the game better. Make the game the same way dozens of other games have done that have skill-based matchmaking, that have some sort of tier system where you're not just throwing everybody into a big grab bag and allowing players, like in this kind of a game, players that really don't deserve the win to get the win. It's just flat out what I'm going to say. I put up 3,000 damage in this game. 500 damage more than the best player on their team. I didn't get the win. And I'm in a heavy tank. I'm in the town where I'm supposed to be on that map, defending my flank. So you can tell me all day long all you want about statistics, about player rating, about how that's all that matters, and you're just upset, you're just complaining. But it's not there, guys. It's not in the numbers. And it's why our player base is shrinking. It's why it's going away. That's why you're worried about queue times. That's why your biggest complaint with skill-based matchmaking being implemented would be, well, our queue time might go up. Right. Because our queue time's already ridiculous. Why is that? Why is that, guys? It's because nobody plays this game anymore. And why does nobody play this game anymore? Because they dump hundreds to thousands of dollars into this game, paying for all kinds of premium items, paying for gold, doing all the rest of it, and it doesn't impact the game one iota. It doesn't make a difference for them. It doesn't. Because they get thrown into this. So honestly, you could take all the rebuttals that you've given me on my other video, and you can shove it where the sun don't shine, because it don't add up. It don't add up, and I guarantee you the majority of players feel the same way I do. I guarantee you that. The majority of people that have played this game in history, I should say, because there's not very many players left, if we're being honest. But that's all I got to say. Not calling anybody out specifically, just pushing back on that whole idea, okay? That whole idea that skill, like individually, that your skill is all that matters. That whole concept of elitism that I find specific to this game and to this company. And some of that toxicity carries over to World of Warships a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad. In World of Warships, just because of the way the game's designed, the distances that you're at, the amount of time you have to kind of figure out what you're going to do at the beginning of a battle, there's no specific perfect place that you have to be in with a ship to make it work. You have to island hide, you have to do all the stuff that comes with playing a cruiser or a battleship to be successful, but you don't have to, oh, I got to go to this spot in the map. I got to be here. I got to take this strategy to win. There's not like a guide on, oh, this map you have to be here to be effective. Because it just doesn't work that way. And there may be some maps and warships where that's the case, but for the most part it doesn't work that way. And whereas in tanks, if you're a medium tank, you need to go here. If you're a heavy tank, you probably should go here. And map knowledge makes such a huge difference, because if you don't know the map, you don't know where to go. You can follow somebody, but they may not know where to go either. You may be following an idiot, and you're both going to get killed. So that's all I kind of wanted to. I wanted to highlight that. I wanted to have a decent game and have this result and highlight that. And it took me a little bit because honestly, as I've confessed, I'm not a great player at this game. I'm not making any claims to that. I never did. But what I am stressing, what I've always wanted to stress, is that player skill-based matchmaking, where you have a tier system, where you meet people that are at least close to you based on statistics on your skill level, would make sense. And it would fix all the thing that Wargaming's been trying to fix for years by adding in all kinds of little features and stuff like that. That's the thing. That's the thing that's missing. That's the thing that's always been missing. That would fix this game. I feel that more strongly than anything about any video game I've ever played. I think the opportunity is right there on the tree waiting for them to pick it. And they could fix their game, and if they marketed that, their player base would respond. They would get more players. The game would grow. Queue times wouldn't be an issue after a couple of months. And I know this company knows how to market. I know that for a fact because I see it every time I log into this thing. And I watch it in their videos, and they spend a fortune on marketing. Maybe spend a little bit of that money on improving the fundamental issue with your game. That's my advice. That's all I'm saying. Love it or hate it. Respond to it below. Give me you guys' feedback. Like it, don't like it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see all of it, and I'll reply to what I can. But that's all I got for today, guys. I hope you liked it. Have a great day.